Hey, it's Steph. Thanks for watching today's video. I have an update for Throwback 30. This is a project created by Jessica. It is a Fantastic Ladies Facebook group collab, and this is just a way that we can work on multiple projects in one. So in the beginning of this project, we all voted on 30 projects within the Fantastic Ladies Facebook group, and for each project in this whole project, you pick one prompt and work on an item that relates to that prompt. I am slowly but surely working down these items. I did roll in all 30 in the beginning of this project in July. This July of last year. This ends July 27th of 2025 this year. So we only have a few months left, about 5 months left. And I do have a couple of rollouts. I'm not going to be talking about every single one of my products that are remaining in this project. I will only mention ones that I've used since the last update. If you're not familiar with my channel, I hope you subscribe. I do mostly panning content, but I do throw in a get ready with me or a palette bingo every now and then. I have a get ready with me hopefully coming up tomorrow on the 29th. And I have a couple more collabs coming up to creating looks with other YouTube and Instagram beauty creators. So be on the lookout for that. Subscribe if you're not already, and let's just get into my update. I have 12 prompts left in this project, 12 out of the 30. I do have some rollouts, so that will be less by the end of this update, but the first project I want to talk about is 50 Shades of Yellow, and you have to roll in something related to yellow or gold. I rolled in a blush from my Milani Rose Blush Trio. I only have one blush remaining in this trio palette. This is what it was looking like last update. I had dry pressed it, and it's just slowly been wearing down. My goal is to completely finish this. I had 51 uses then, and I have only used this 5 more times with a total of 6 uses, and this is what it's looking like. I have not used it up yet, but it's going to be a little difficult for me to show you because it's very crumbly, but I will definitely have this finished by the next update. It is a little difficult for me to use this because it does crumble. I tend to just dip my brush in and then swirl it around in this pan, kind of break up the little chunks and evenly distribute it on my blush brush, and then I go in with it. I am wearing this blush today on top of some cream products. It's a very nice blush. I would say it's a neutral rosy tone. You can't really tell because there's not a lot of it left, but I would guess that I have maybe 5 more uses in this blush. Of course, I am panning other blushes. I have my Rolling Project 10 pan. I have my Pan That Face palette. I have some other blushes in this project that I haven't even touched yet. So yeah, I'm gonna have to see what I can do with this project. Because I have 2 other blushes to work on, and I haven't, like I said, I haven't touched them. So that blush is staying in just for a few more uses. The next project is 7 Deadly Pans. I chose the prompt Vanity, which is related to the color purple. I had not talked about this product before. This is the first update that I have usage, and it is my AOA Venetian Romance Cream Blush. I have the shade Duchess. And I wanted to use this 30 times. I have this on today as well under my powder products, but this is very dark, so I have to mix it with concealer. But this is what it's looking like. It was brand new when I rolled it in, and I've actually used this 16 times since the last update. I have worn this every single time I do my makeup. So I was sick the first like 2 weeks of January. I would have maybe I would have. No, because I have had a couple of no makeup days. But I have worn makeup a lot um, after I got sick. So yes, I'm very happy with 16 uses. There's actually not a lot of product in here. If you can see, all of this is clear. So really the product is just in this top section, but it is, like I said, very pigmented and I don't use a ton of it. I mix it with concealer on the back of my hand, and I will demonstrate that in my Get Ready With Me. That will be up hopefully tomorrow. I use all of the products that I use in that Get Ready With Me are from my panning projects. So be on the lookout for that. But I have 16 out of 30 uses on that item. The next prompt was for Child of the 80s, and I chose Steel Magnolias, which is a floral themed item. Could be the name, packaging, scent, basically anything related to flowers. And I decided to roll in an eyeshadow palette from Odin's Eye. This is the Flora Story palette. Obviously, Flora flowers has flowers on the packaging. Some of the shade names are flowers, and I wanted to use this palette for 3 different looks. I don't remember if it was the last update, but before this update, I had created 2 different looks with this palette, and I have created my last look. I'm actually wearing this palette today. So I will come in close. I tried to get a little bit out of my comfort zone with this look, like combination, and I feel like it looks okay. I'm not really sure. I feel like I need to balance it more. I feel like I need more on my lid to balance out the lower lash line. I should have left it alone. I did not have like this pinky purple here. It was just green. And my lower lash line was a lot lighter and brighter. And it was more like an ethereal look, and I really loved it. But I was like, I should use more than just 2 shades, because I had just these 2 shades. So I was like, let's throw in the purples. Oh well, you live and you learn. I think it looks cool anyway. So this is rolling out of the project, which is very exciting. I'm going to skip a few prompts and go down to That's So 2000s. I chose the prompt Frappuccino, which is something sweet. And I have been working on my Sydney Grace Cream Highlighter. I have the shade Sugar Cookie here. And this is just a beautiful icy pink highlighter. And of course, sugar cookies are sweet. I wanted to use this 30 times. I had 22 uses by the last update, and I was able to use it the 8 additional times. I was just using this I use this over my foundation, but I do powder on top of all of my cream products, so then I would put a powder highlighter on top. I feel like this step in my routine is unnecessary, but I have the product, so I'm going to use it. Again, there's really not that much product in here. It's just this top section of the packaging. So if I continue to use it just outside of projects, I could totally have this done this year. Because I really don't. I feel like I don't need any cream highlighters ever again. But it is rolling out of this project. Do you care about all that? No. Maybe. The next prompt, I'm going to skip down to Tiny Pans. This was a Fantastic Ladies Pan That Palette theme. I don't know if it was last year. I think it was the year before last year. And you just have to work on a palette with really small pans. I rolled in my Revolution Forever Dynamic Animal Magic palette. This is a 8-pan palette, and I wanted to use each shade 10 times. I have my markings here. You can see I have not used each shade 10 times, but I am well on my way. But I did hit a bonus pan, which is so exciting. So honestly, I don't remember where I was at the last update. I've only used a small handful of these shades. I don't think I've used every shade since the last update. But there is my bonus pan. This palette is a little messy because my son actually got into this palette. I never let him play with my makeup, but he was like poking around, and I thought because this was a metal case and it's not easy to open, I thought he, maybe not open it, but he did. And he got his little hands and stuff in here, but that's totally fine. So you can see my line markings here. I've used this shade 4 times, this shade 3 times, this shade 6 times, 4 times, 5 times, 6 times, 5 times, and 3 times. I think I called it in my last update that I might hit pan in this purple. These mattes are very powdery, but especially that purple. And of course, hopefully I had looks up on the screen, but the shimmers in here are useless. I always have to add something else with them. The mattes are very chalky, which are fine for, my fair skin tone. But yeah, this is not the best quality, but of course, it's like $8 or something. But it is staying in. I have at least like 4 to 5 more uses on every single one of those shades. But that'll be really easy for me to use in like the springtime. Even now, I'm sure I'll get more uses before the next update. But the very last prompt I want to talk about is turn and burn, and I have not talked about turn and burn, I think, since the intro. I don't know why, I just always forgot, but I had rolled in a bunch of face masks for this project, like single-use face masks. And if you follow me on Instagram, you have seen in all of my empties, like my empty posts at the end of each month, I had at least like one face mask basically every month. If I feel like it, I'll put them on the screen, but honestly, you can just go back in my Instagram and see them. I only have one of those face masks left. It's this K-Bella Exfoliating Strawberry Peel Off Mask. And I'm going to use this up like tonight or tomorrow night before the end of the month so I can put it in my empties photo. So I figured I would roll in some other things for turn and burn. And I'm just going to roll in these perfume samples. I have 4 left in my collection, so I'm just going to try to use them up. The first one is from Dior. It's the J'adore Parfum de I'm so sorry. How do you say this? Doe? Because I know it's eau de parfum. Sorry, I'm so sorry. This bottle is opaque, so you can't see how much perfume is in there, but of course it tells you 1.2 mils. So I don't know if I've tried this one before. Does it tell me the notes? The pleasure of wearing the J'adore flowers right on the skin. It's a concentrate of flowers and water in an innovative alcohol-free formula. Orange blossom water and white flowers. I don't know. The next one is Azaro, the Most Wanted. I don't think I've tried this one in the past. This is it's a man. A new rise in intensity for the man who wants to unleash his burning energy. So maybe my husband will like this. I guess I won't include this. But I'll just tell you the notes anyway. Oriental and spicy perfume, red ginger, incandescent woods accord, bourbon, vanilla. Vanilla. Ooh, I might like this on him. The next one is the YSL Libre. I know I like this, so this will be easy to use. There's like nothing in here. Look how low that is. Oh, the scent notes in this are the first floral lavender for a singular trail, like a breath of freedom. Iconic orange blossom flower from Morocco. Sensual white flower twisted by lavender. So it actually sounds like the Dior one. They might be similar. I'm not a huge floral fan, but I do like that Libre one in the winter. And then the last one is the Valentino Donna, born in Roma. I've had these forever. I don't know how long I've had these. A Couture Floriental Jasmine Trio, twisted with an overdose of woods. Who comes up with this stuff? So this again does not have like a ton in it. Why do they do that? Okay, I don't think I'll have these done by next update because I am working on another perfume in a different project, but I will just slowly, oh, I just sprayed that one. Is that the one that my husband thought smelled like his mom? Possibly. I don't remember, but that is my update. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, give this video a thumbs up, and if you're not subscribed, I hope you do so before you leave. I will see you all in my next one. Bye.